So hello everyone, in this audio class we will discuss the 20 most important questions from the chapter World Population Distribution Density. So from the book Fundamentals of Human Geography, these questions will be very much important for your upcoming KVS NVS Geography PGT interview. So let's get started with the question number 1. What is population distribution? So population distribution refers to the spatial arrangement of people over the earth's surface. It is uneven because physical and human factors vary from place to place. For example, the Indo-Gangetic plain is densely populated while the Sahara Desert is sparsely populated. Next question, why is population distribution uneven? So population distribution is uneven due to differences in climate, relief, water availability, soil fertility, minerals, industries, transport and employment opportunities. For example, people prefer fertile river valleys rather than cold mountains. Next question, what is population density? So population density is the number of people living per unit area of a land, usually expressed as persons per square kilometer. Formula, population divided by area. For example, if 10,000 people live in 100 square kilometer, the density is 100 persons per square kilometer. Next question, differentiate between population distribution and population density. So population distribution explains where people live, whereas population density explains how many people live in a given area. How many people live in a given area. For example, India and Canada have different population densities despite both having large territories. Next question, which is the most important factors affecting population distribution? So availability of water is the most important factor because it supports drinking, agriculture and industries. For example, the Nile Valley is densely populated because of the river Nile. Next question, how does relief affect population distribution? So people prefer flat plains because they are suitable for farming, industries and transport. Mountains are less populated due to steep slopes and poor accessibility. For example, northern plains of India versus Himalayas. Next question, how does climate influence population distribution? So moderate climate encourages settlement, where extreme hot, cold or dry climates discourage it. For example, Western Europe is densely populated whereas Antarctica is sparsely populated. Next question, why are river valleys densely populated? So river valleys provide fertile soil, abundant water, transport and favorable conditions for agriculture. For example, Ganga Plain and Yangtze Valley. Next question, how do minerals influence population distribution? So mineral rich regions attract industries and employment, leading to higher population concentration. For example, Chota Nagpur Plateau. Next question, how does urbanization affect population distribution? So urban areas provide better employment, educational and healthcare, attracting migrants from rural areas. For example, Mumbai and Bengaluru. Next question, what are the components of population change? So population change depends on three components: births, deaths and migration. Next question, what is natural growth of population? So natural growth is the difference between birth rate and death rate excluding migration. For example, formula, birth rate minus death rate is equal to natural growth of population. Next question, what is migration? So migration is the permanent or semi-permanent movement of people from one place to another. For example, rural to urban migration for employment. Next question, what are push and pull factors? So push factors force people to leave while pull factors attract people to a new place. For example, employment is a push factor and unemployment is a push factor, and better jobs is a pull factor. Next question, what is demographic transition? So demographic transition explains how population changes from higher birth and death rates to low birth and death rates as a country develops. Next question, name the three stages of demographic transition. First is high stationary stage, expanding stage, and low stationary stage. Next question, why is Asia highly populated? So Asia has fertile plains, favorable climate, abundant water, and a long history of agriculture and in civilization. For example, the Indo-Gangetic plain and North China plain. Next question, why are deserts sparsely populated? So deserts have water scarcity, extreme temperature, and poor agricultural conditions. For example, Sahara desert. Next question, why is migration important? So migration redistributes population and provides labor, skills, and economic opportunities. For example, rural workers moving to cities. Next question, and this is the last question for today, why should a geography teacher teach population studies? So population studies help students understand resource use, urbanization, migration, sustainable development, and future planning. It develops geographical thinking and responsible citizen. So thanks for listening. Keep listening for further audio classes. Thank you.